Okay, so you're a new driver and you're getting ready for your very first trip to the Long Beach Container Terminal. Well, you've come to the right place. We're gonna do a complete step-by-step ride-along so you know exactly what to do when you get there. No surprises. All right, hop in. It is a gorgeous, clear day here in April of 2026, and you're basically riding shotgun with me on my way into the port. Consider this your own personal tour before you even have to start your engine. Let's do this. First up, let's talk about the setup. Before we even get close to the gate, there's one really critical piece of info you've got to know. It's a real insider thing. Let's talk about what to call this place. The official name, as you can see, is LBCT. That's Long Beach Container Terminal. But, and this is super important, you're gonna hear a lot of people, especially dispatchers and the old-timers, call it Pier E. Now, it was officially renamed way back in 2011 after a huge upgrade, but that old name really stuck around. You just need to know both. Seriously, you don't want to get confused if your dispatch tells you to go to Pier E and your GPS is looking for LBCT. Okay, let's get rolling to our first checkpoint, making entry. This is where the clock really starts. It's 9:30 a.m. and I'm just pulling up to the south gate to get this trip officially started. The entry process here is actually super simple, which is awesome for your first run. You literally just drive up to one of these pedestals, pop in your ID card, and then just follow the directions that show up on the screen. That's it. Nice and easy. Okay, but here it is. This is probably the single most important rule of this whole port. All your instructions are on screen only. Nobody is gonna yell directions to you, so you have to be ready. I mean, have your phone out to snap a quick picture of the screen or have a pen and paper right there next to you. Trust me, you do not wanna be that person holding up the entire line because you forgot what the screen said. And see, after I took a quick photo, this is what I got. My instruction for this trip is just go to block 12. That's all. Simple, direct, no way to get confused. This tells me exactly where in the yard I'm headed to drop off my empty container and pick up my new loaded one. All right, we've got our mission. Let's head into the next phase, navigating the yard. This is really where your skill as a driver and just your general awareness come into play big time. And hey, here's a little pro tip from me to you. My instruction today was easy, but you have got to read that screen carefully every single time. I've seen it give directions for more than one block before. You really want to pay close attention, because a little mistake there can turn into a big delay, not just for you, but for everyone in line behind you. Now, once you find your block, this right here is the real test. We have to back the truck in, and these lanes are so narrow. The space between your truck and these concrete curbs can be as little as 2 inches. We're talking no more than 2 inches. You need all your focus here, because you absolutely do not want to scrape up your truck on these things. Okay, we are perfectly backed in. Now for the really cool part, the automated handoff. My job now is simple, and it is all about safety. First, I just unlock the chassis pins that are holding the container in place. Then I get out of my truck and head over to this little designated safety booth. You never, ever stay inside your truck when these automated cranes are working above you. This is where those giant cranes take over, and it's kind of like something out of the future. Wow, okay, that was incredibly fast.
It is 10 a.m. on the dot, and that automated crane has already taken my empty container off and put the new loaded one on. The efficiency here is it's amazing to watch. The new container is on, it's secure, it's time for the home stretch, the final exit. After I lock down the pins on the new container, we are all set to roll out. We are almost done here. So let's just do a quick recap of the time on this trip. It was a good one. We got to the South Gate at 9:30 a.m., the entire container swap was done by 10 a.m., and after a quick, easy stop at the exit pedestal, we are officially out of the port at 10:12 a.m. So let's look at that grand total. 42 minutes. That is it. From the moment we entered the gate to the moment we left, less than an hour. This is what a perfect, smooth run looks like.
And that's a wrap on another easy, ideal trip. Hey, thanks so much for riding along with me. I really hope seeing it all firsthand makes your first trip feel a lot less stressful. Now, let's go get another one. So as we drive away, I'll leave you with one last thing to think about. We keep calling this an ideal trip, but what really makes it go so smoothly, you know? Is it just being a good driver? Is it that there wasn't much traffic today? Or was it the port's automated systems running perfectly? It's really a little bit of everything, and knowing you're part of the puzzle is the one thing you can always control.